I think a lot of times people are like, hey, I want to jump into cyber, but it's like, do you understand networking? Do you even know what IP address is? Do you know what a MAC address is?
Yeah.
Like, do you understand Telnet, Netcat? Like some of these like
Yeah.
basic tools that we talk about, which are free. They're literally free. Like
That's
you can
very true.
utilize a lot of these tools for free, but if you don't actually try to, build out a lab, which is relatively free, AWS, GCP, Google, and Microsoft offer free tiers for setting up like servers. So,
Use VirtualBox,
right, or yeah, VirtualBox. What's the other one that they use?
VMware.
Not I thought VMware you got to pay for it. They got to
Well,
pay.
I think they have a free trial or
They
something.
got a free trial version of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've got a free trial.
Yeah, so VMware VirtualBox. There's another one. I'm forgetting the name of it. I think it's like Parallel, something like that. It's like a Microsoft version. I'll try to get the name for you guys, but there's a lot of free options out there when it comes to like virtualizing stuff and then being able to actually test and play with stuff. And I think for a lot of folks, one, they don't know like sort of like that process. So I think it's important that we have these kinds of conversations. But then two, if somebody's telling you set up a home lab, like set it up. Like
Yeah,
yeah, don't just say, okay, I'm trying to do this and then go get certification on certification on certifications, but you don't know exactly what it means to do the job. Like that's like the dumbest thing you can do. I'm sorry, but if you get a bunch of certs but you don't really know like the baseline of how things are supposed to work, like it doesn't make sense. And I see that a lot of folks do that, and that's how boot camps are now, you know, wasting a lot of people's monies because people are just trying to jump into a boot camp and then trying to get a easy way out. And
yeah,
then some of these boot camps literally are just serving literal documentation that's out there for free. That's all they're showing you.
that's true.
And then you're thinking you're getting a value out of it, but that's something you could literally have Googled and you can gotten for free. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I think that's a thing that's affecting our community a lot.
That is,
So
it's very prevalent. A couple of weeks back, one of my buddies called me. He's like, "Hey, there's a booth camp. They're gonna charge me about 8 grand. Do you
crazy.
think I should do it or not?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna tell you not to do it because you think I'm trying to gatekeep, but I'll tell you to ask more.
Right.
Ask more because I've met some people who have gone through boot camps
Yep.
for 2-3 weeks and they
Yep.
crumb everything up.
Yep.
You would not appreciate what you're studying
Right.
if everything is crumbed up for you.
Right. Hey, what up, fam? This is Saul Levy, host of Africans in Tech, where we're building bridges and shaping futures in tech. Just a quick reminder for those who've not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. You can catch all of our content, including our whiteboard sessions, where you'll find our full-length videos on our channel. And hit that notification bell, fam. All right. What's a good boot camp? How long should it take? How much money should I spend on it? Which, me personally, I'm not gonna put a number to like what that should be, but if a good boot camp gives you exactly what you're supposed to get and you get a job from it, to me it's worth it.
Yep.
Now, I wouldn't pay 15, 20, 15, $20,000 for a boot. Me personally, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's a lot of
That's a
money.
lot of money, but I know some folks out there. I think there's one in Florida. I forget the name of it. Something Wolf, but they charge 15,000. It's almost like a school, but they almost guarantee you a job because like once you get out, they have these partnerships with companies and stuff like that. So to me, if you do something like that, I would recommend that over paying for school, because if you know you're gonna get out, you're
Yeah.
gonna get a guaranteed job,
Yep.
which is another thing. Even if it's like a 45, $50,000 job, take it.
Take it.
The experience is what matters the most. Like,
That's very true.
yeah, a lot of folks are jumping to like, I want to make six figures. Okay, that's great and dandy, but if you are really passionate about growing in this field, you're gonna take whatever offer that you get, especially when you're new, and then you're gonna, bust your butt to then level up. Because once you're in and you're good, you're gonna stay in.
Yeah.
But if you're trash and you're not doing the work you're supposed to do, you're gonna get kicked out.
That's very
So,
true. And
yeah,
with just like with every job,
right.
the experience gives you a lot more confidence in your skill set.
Yep.
So the more confident you get, the
Yeah.
more value you put on yourself.
Right.
So if you go in as an imposter for the first year and you still have that imposture 5 years down the line, you haven't grown, you know. So you need to be able to, you know, be confident enough, and that confidence is going to be gained through the experience you have, the multiple projects you've worked on, the kind of, you know, challenges you face, and how you've been able to solve those challenges,
Yeah.
you know, in a timely fashion,
Yeah.
and all of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Good, good, man. All right, let me pull up my next question for you, man. All right, so in terms of like work goals, like what work goals did you put on yourself like initially, like let's say the first couple years to like now? Because I think it's important when it comes to like promotion and kind of getting to that next level.
Yeah.
Like, what work goals did you have initially, and then did you meet those, and then what do you have now, and how do you determine like those work goals?
So the work goals, when I went in, I just wanted to understand how, you know, the tools work. You
Okay.
know, most of the tools work because I am tool agnostic now, because I decided to have an open mind to be able to work with a lot of tools.
Yep.
So understanding how tools work, and the tools you have on Cali are not the same as what you're going to have in the industry.
Yep.
You know, they pay top dollar to CrowdStrike. They pay a lot of money to Splunk and all these, big companies. So
Yep.
you need to put yourself in positions where you can not just work on the stuff that you are delegated to do,
Yep.
but, you know, partner with your teammates to be able to cross train
Yep.
and understand a little bit of what they do,
Yeah.
and be able to acquire that type of knowledge. So my goal was just to learn a lot of tools, take on a lot of projects, offer myself sometimes to say, hey, you guys need help over here in IAM. You guys need help over here in risk and compliance. Just to taste a little bit of how the work feels like. And
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to work for a consulting company, and most of the times, your project runs its time, and now you have to sit on a bench, which is very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Because the bench means that if they're looking for somebody who is not working,
Yeah.
your head might be on the chopping block. So the moment I'm off my project, I'm looking for the next project, and I don't care where I get it from, what
Yeah.
team I get it from. I just want to be a part of it,
Yeah.
and learn and learn the other domains.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be sharp across board,
Yeah.
and not just working in one domain and stuck in there.